Welcome to another episode. Now today we have 3 different diagnostic tools, and the question becomes which is the best for my budget and for my application, the kind of vehicle that I have. So I just want to quickly go over what we have here. It's been blistering hot outside, so I just want to do this inside before we jump over into the vehicle, and I will show a live demonstration on the latest offering here by Kingbolen. But that being said, let's get started. Everything will be listed below regarding pricing, and you want to see reviews and so forth. But most of you are familiar with what I consider a budget scan tool or diagnostic tool. The way that this works, you simply plug it into the OBD2 port if you have a 1996 or newer vehicle. You download the app on your iPad, iPhone, Android device. Once you download the app, it now talks to this guy by Bluetooth. I think the range is like 33 feet, so you can have some distance to do this. And then you can start reading trouble codes for the engine, the ABS system, airbag system. You can reset a number of different things regarding battery, brake pads, oil light, etc. This has a lot of functionality for $95. It has no subscription fees, free lifetime updates, but most importantly, this is bidirectional. Now, what does that mean? Bidirectional means you now command your vehicle's computer to do a function. To give you an example, recently in my wife's Subaru, I attempted to open the window, pressed on the switch, nothing happened. Instead of me running into the garage and checking fuses, ground, and voltage, I simply plugged in this little guy, and I was able to command from the iPad here, or an iPhone, Android, whatever you have, to open the window, and the window did open. So I knew immediately, okay, this switch is no longer working, which is fine after 15 years and 200,000 miles. That's okay, but I knew right away what the problem was. It's a huge, huge, huge time saver. That being said, let's move over to this guy. And why does this one now cost $360? Now this is the Kingbolen K7. I've had this here for almost a year. Excellent, excellent scan tool. You can check it out below and see the reviews. This has been absolutely awesome. The reason why this cost quite a bit more is this is more in tune to being a diagnostic tool. This is terrific to keep in your glove box, and in case something happens to you on the road, you'll know precisely what's going on. But this is really the next level. This can reset up to 15 modules. This now doubles it to I believe 31. Has a fantastic 7-inch screen. You can have up to 4 graphs in terms of live data. This has 2 gigs of internal memory. You can record the screen. Again, I have shown a video on this. I will include it if you want to see further information. There's a camera on the back if you want to take pictures of anything. This also can code ECUs. It can code the transponders. It can code keys. This can do a lot. But now it becomes, why would you need something like this? This is the Kingbolen K8 Pro. Now, why in the world would you want or need to buy this level of diagnostic tool? Number one, it doubles the battery life, if that's important to you. So if you're running a shop, or maybe you work in a shop, you need really good battery power, this is what you want. This has an 8-inch touch screen. It does have the video recording. It does have a camera in the back. It does have a little kickstand. This one doesn't have a kickstand, but this one does. But the big difference is this can read DoIP. Now you can look up what that means, but ultimately what it means is if you have a late model 2018 plus, Jag, Land Rover, Mercedes, BMW, Porsche, new GM, typically 2020 newer GM vehicles, Fiat Chryslers, you need to have a DoIP scan or diagnostic tool. This is it. That's the big plus here. It can do DoIP. Also, if you want to get a little nerdy, it has CAN-FD. What that means is faster speeds versus the K7, and you can list up to 12 graphs on here regarding live data. This can do 4, this can do 4, okay? So that's the big plus here. It's really made for modern vehicles. Clutch matching, turbo matching, a number of different things. Again, I'll link everything below because we could be here for an hour talking about these things. So my goal here today is just to give you a broad overview of what you can expect. Let's quickly hook this up to the vehicle, show you a few commands you can do, and then ultimately, I think this will really help a lot of you out there regarding what you can expect from these scan tools. I like to do health report. It takes maybe 3 to 5 minutes. It's going to check every single module. So let's let this run through. And after a few minutes, we have a health report. Now, let me just give you an idea of what this can do and how it can save you a ton of money. ABS, let's jump into that, okay? Now, let's say you have a trouble code for a wheel sensor. Let's say you have a trouble code for maybe the ABS is acting up. You can direct an individual wheel as you're stopped, vehicle is off, to activate the ABS. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. So let's see, actuation test. Left front solenoid, okay? So let me do this. We're going to, so this is going to test the left front ABS. Okay, so let's press that. Stop the vehicle, press the brake, shift into neutral. And I'm shifting, hold on, going backwards here. And here we go. And I'm not sure if it's picking that up, but certainly I can feel it in my foot and you can hear it activating the ABS motor. So very, very useful if you have a trouble code for, as an example, the left front solenoid. Even the VSA, that is the vehicle stability. Right here is a switch. Actually, I did a video on this years ago when I first got this vehicle, that this switch was not turning off that triangle. And I had to buy a I think it was $180 scan tool to turn off that light. This will not only test it, it will also turn off that light. But let me show you how this can get pretty darn wild. When vehicles get older, as you can see, this is a 19-year-old Acura. Everything still works really nicely on the dash. But let's say the lights are out, maybe the speedometer is not working as well, the tach, etc. You can actually test everything right from here. So if I jump into body electrical system, and jump over to gauges, and let's see, let's try actuation test. Sometimes you have to go through the screens to familiarize all the different functionalities. So speedometer, let's say I put in 55. So that's going to activate the speedo needle up to 55, okay? This will test everything. Hit OK. Check that out. How cool is that? I'm going to exit and back down. Same with the tach. And you can go through every different module if you have any issues. Let's try 4,500 RPMs. Let it rip. Check that out. Pretty cool, right? Exit. Now, why is this useful? This tests every single bulb. You don't have to take apart the dash. You can check everything right from here. It is really a huge time saver. And that's the other thing. You know, what's your time worth? This will save you so much time. Brake pad replacement, something I showed when I had the Audi. You have to retract the brakes to replace the rear brake pads. This can do it. Coolant bleed, key programming. Again, I paid I didn't pay it, but the local locksmith wanted $250 to program a new set of key fobs. Was able to do it with a tool like this. Now, wrapping this up, guys, I just want to share 2 stories with you, because I know that some of these tools get really expensive. But unfortunately, owning a vehicle today is very, very expensive. But just to give you an example, almost 30 years ago, back in 1996, I owned an 83 Camaro, and the check engine light was on, and I was able to figure out it's due because of the oxygen sensor. And I found out that someone cut the wire from the vehicle's computer to the O2 sensor. And I figured, let me bring it to Chevrolet, right? They built the car, they can find the wire, because I couldn't. So I brought the vehicle to a local Chevrolet dealership, and they charged me $90 back in 1996 just to scan the damn computer. That's all they did. They never found the wire. Just to verify why the light was on was 90 bucks. This is 1996. More recently, there's a local transmission shop in town. And I was at this shop recently because this guy was helping me out with something. And right on his board, if you have an issue with your transmission, for them to check everything, which includes scanning it. Don't forget, modern vehicles are more electronic than they are mechanical. So you need some powerful tools. Their flat rate is $325. They didn't fix anything. It's just for them to figure out what in the world is going on. $325. So once you use one of these tools twice, or certainly by the third time, it pays for itself. What if you lost the ignition key and have to reprogram it? A transponder or a key fob, what does that cost? 250 bucks at the local locksmith. That's what it costs, guys. So this is where these tools come into play. As always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.